enjoy this content, if you like it, please think to tap the like button below, subscribe, and share this video with people that you would think would be interested. With that out the way, let's get to it. So I was talking to a client of mine's, and I was asking him some stuff, and we got into this conversation, and it was like, it kind of set that light bulb off. Like, I never really thought about that. And where I'm going at is people who are members of the cloth, or clergymen. And, you never really kind of understand how things work with them. They kind of in this area, this kind of gray area that all of them are in, So when it comes to that, if a clergyman is watching, or they're about to become one, or they're considering being one, how do they find an accountant? And what things do they need to check off? Like if they ask an accountant, because it could be a private situation, sort of like yours, or it could be one of these big corporations. And is a private better corporation, or it doesn't really matter as long as they have this kind of list of, what to find out before they decide to share what they got?
Yeah, and as with anything in life, you want to make sure you, as the taxpayer, have done some of your homework to know certain things to ask, as you're saying. So you want to know, have they ever completed a clergy tax return previously? Mm-hmm. Do they know some of the benefits? Do they know the tax structure that a clergyman goes through? Do they understand the pros and cons of it, such as what all is written off, whether they are W-2 or they receive their monies as an independent clerk.
Right.
So you have vows of poverty that they have to understand. Mm-hmm. So they have to make that election. Mm-hmm. So, yes, it does not matter whether they're a large company, a large organization, or individual tax person, as long as you ask the questions. Have you ever done one before? Do you understand the benefits, the pros and cons? Can you tell me some of the benefits of the pros and cons? Mm-hmm. Walk me through how to do that, because I've seen some tax returns that only a few people can do.
Right, because, I believe that the majority of them work, especially if they are pastor of a church, mm-hmm. They pretty much are a nonprofit mm-hmm. setup, mm-hmm. But you and I, and I'm sure everybody else here knows that you see a lot of pastors or bishops and, and all that stuff. They seem to be doing very well for themselves. And you kind of, we kind of curious, now I'm not really trying to get into how they are able to do these things, but it was just more or less the thing of, how do they go about it? Because it seems like that's a hard or challenging path for them to find someone to protect their interests. So
yes, a lot of them, just like with anyone else, they have business minds, mm-hmm. and they do things just as a business person. So for instance, a lot of people go to work every day, receive mm-hmm. a W-2, mm-hmm. but they work on the side and do other things to gain other income. Right. And they're no different. Right. They're no different. They do the same exact thing. And because they're in the limelight, they get a little bit more exposure than you and I would probably receive, because they're out there a little bit more. So they have people come to them more, mm-hmm. Different opportunities. Right. So it has its pros and cons to it.
Okay. I like it. I like it a lot.